Now, how does it feel to be reunited with the cast after 14 years for each one of you?
Refreshing.
It's such a blast because we continued to be friends after the first one, and we established that bond in the first one, and it didn't feel like work coming back together because the chemistry is still there. It's kind of a treat to work with your friends. We were in a great city. We went out, we laughed. We probably got on Malcolm's nerves.
For sure. We were like bad children.
Exactly.
Very bad children.
Unruly school kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who was the worst? Who was the one who was the craziest or the?
You know, it was
Probably
just,
Terrence.
Yes.
I'll be honest. And
Terrence.
he cuts up a little bit.
We all cut up in our different ways.
When we're all
And
together, we're
yeah.
like a busy classroom, and it's
Yes.
tough to handle it.
That's
Exactly.
so well put.
It's
That's
so
exactly
true. And
what
we like
it's
to laugh, so we can get silly sometimes.
And we know one another, so there's no area that we're not, we are not afraid to
We can
discuss
go
anything.
there.
We can
That's
go
good.
there with one another.
Exactly.
And I think it lends itself to the film. A lot of those moments that you see where we're all, together and just cutting up, those are real moments. There was something crazy that just happened before he called action, or
Trying to hold
good
back
stuff.
laughter.
And for each one of your characters, what was the favorite part of you playing it?
Oh,
For me, it was the choreography.
Oh yeah, that was fun to watch.
Yeah.
The new additions,
It's a new edition.
I loved the fact that Robin was going to be a mommy, but I didn't love having to actually put on that thing every day. But I loved the fact that she was pregnant and being a mommy, so it was a double-edged thing for me.
Say, well, you said.
Yeah.
I think
you
for
said
me,
right.
I really loved the fact that, in the first film I was always put together, hair and makeup perfect. And then in this film, the very first scene where you see us for the first time, I'm in work mode. But then for the rest of the film, it's sort of like the hair, the makeup, everything is like real grounded and normal. And you get to see Jordan in her real life rather than in a professional setting, which actually evokes...
That was nice to see.
Yeah, it actually evokes an emotion within her to discover like what is truly balance, what does balance mean for her, and how important is love, and how do I get there?
And each character, you all had your own kind of situations that you were dealing with. Some were very successful in their careers, some were trying to change their careers. How much input did you have in your actual storyline and development with the
There
character?
were definitely conversations.
Yeah, he
Malcolm-
pitched us
yeah.
the story. We said write it. We basically said to him we'd be on board, and then I had just a couple conversations about moments, but it wasn't. He pretty much knew where he wanted the characters to go.
Okay. And you all have had such a long career, very successful careers. Are you optimistic about the future for African American actors? And are there more opportunities now since you've started with your career to where you are now for roles?
Yes and no. I'm optimistic.
I'm always optimistic.
But,
You have to choose. I mean, in my belief, you have to choose to be optimistic. Otherwise, how would you continue to get up every morning and
Be inspired.
get on the front line and fight?
And also, the more success you have, the fewer opportunities there are available for you, because for many different reasons. Sometimes they want to break someone new. Sometimes it's a budget thing. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense for you to do something that really doesn't support what you've created for the last 20 years. So they might be bigger opportunities to some, but the truth is you're not just an actor, you're building a business. So it has to make sense on so many different levels. And I think the most important thing, though, is for people to support this film this weekend.
Yes.
Because through that support, it will send a very strong message to the studios that there's an audience for us,
Yes.
that people want to see us, and more opportunities will be created for us
For
because
all
of
of
that.
us, yeah.
And also, the more we work, the more the next generation works. And that's really what it's all about, is to just not just keep the ball on your side of the sandbox, but to actually share the ball and throw it back and throw it forward when need be, because that's what our ancestors have done for us. I just got so deep.
You did.
the ancestors.
Jungle gyms and
But it's
seesaws.
true. It's
beach
so
balls.
true.
Come on.